What's going on, guys? SL Wayne back again, and today we want to talk about filters and we want to talk about pivot tables in Excel. So if you want to learn more, follow me. All right, so we have our data here in our Excel document, and so let's just say this is sales reps, for example. I used this data before, so you might have seen it before. But the thing with this, it's not a lot of data, so only like 27 rows of information here. So if you want to just not look at the overview of this and you just want to filter this out, it's really easy to do so. Pretty much you just want to take this row here, your top header row, and you want to go to data and you want to go to filter, okay? And once you do that, you can select wherever you want, the date. If you want to select a particular person, you can do so, and it'll put that one person. So now you just isolate it down to that one rep, and you can see what they're doing. But let's just say that you have thousands and thousands of information here. All right, so you can still do the same thing, but you might want to look at something like specifically that maybe like your manager or somebody asks you for. That'd be easy to kind of isolate some stuff. So looking at this, you can look at it one way, but they might want to look at stuff from the region standpoint. They might want to look at total units sold, whatever the case might be. So let me show you how you create a pivot table. So we're going to just get rid of that filter that I did. Okay, so you want to highlight all of your stuff. Now, if you have like thousands of it, you can hit Control A and then select everything that's on that sheet. Highlight everything. Okay, so once we got everything highlighted, what you want to do, let's create a table first. Okay, so hit Insert. Let's go to Table. Okay, so now it have our range of data. So you see A1 to G28. So it's A1 right here, and this is G28. Okay, so you're going to hit OK. Now it creates a table for you, color coded. You can alter the colors if you want to. So you want to change it to gray, orange, and you can drop down to something else if you like. Okay, so we keep it on this blue color here. All right, so I have this still highlighted. So what you want to go back to is your ribbon tab, and you want to go to Insert again, and you want to hit Pivot Table. Okay. All right, so now we selected pivot table. So what I like to do, I like to separate that and put it on a different worksheet. All right, so first, some people might want it on the same worksheet, but if you got a lot of data, it can be way confusing. So I just separate it, and so that's why I got this highlighted new worksheet. So you hit OK. Okay, now you're there. So now, first thing I actually want to see the reps. So I'm gonna click on here. Now, when you click on it, it automatically puts everything down in the value section. That's not what we want. We actually want their name. So we're just going to move this over to rows. So now we have a rows of all our reps that we have, okay? So let's say we want to look at, totals, okay? So let's go here to totals. So that's going to be their revenue. Remember what I said, put everything in the values column. So we're going to move that over. Let's move it over into the rows as well. Okay, so now we can see that Andrews had $149.25 right here. Okay, so let's look at order date. So let's see when they placed the order. So we can put that there, and we'll move that over to rows as well. All right, so let's move the order of this. All right, so we got the rep. You see that here. We have the order date, which is this right here, and we have the revenue, which is the total. All right, now let's say your boss said, well, I want it broke down by the regions. So we have different regions. So we have the East, Central, and we have the West region. Okay, now this would isolate Andrews, tell me what region he in, but say they want like a high overview of everybody. So you might want to move region over, so make them into columns. That way you can separate what's being done in each regions. So you can manipulate this however way you want to. It just depends on whoever wants this data looking at it, how they want to see it. Okay. All right. So that's the last thing. Let's do like the units. Okay. So we're gonna do that in the sum because it's gonna sum everything up that they sold. All right. So now we got that set up. So now you have everything. So now let's say you want to look at Jones revenue. So now you can come down to your filters and you can select all, click on Jones. So now we have Jones isolated from everybody else. So now we can look at him. So Jones is in the East region, so I already filtered that out. You can see the date that the orders were placed. You can see the revenue amount that were placed on that particular date, and you can see the units that were sold on here. To get it back, you can just hit clear filters and it'll bring everything back. So I am using a Mac, so it can be a little bit different, but it's still similar in Microsoft Word as well, okay, as far as on PC. All right, so that's pretty much it. It's real simple and easy to manipulate data. You can change the names of the headers if you want to. So that's it for this week. See you guys next week. Peace.